Going on, guys? Back here with another tutorial. I'm going to do this one different as usual because I'm not going to redo this, but I will kind of go to every node and kind of show you guys all my settings and kind of get how I construct these and kind of my whole thought process. I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet. I do like a short and sweet tutorial, so that's exactly what I'm going to do here. So perfect, let's jump into it. So first you want to start with a movie file in, actually let me just go ahead and play it for you, show you guys exactly which one I'm doing. All right, it's a pretty sick pause point. So you want to start with a movie file and you want to throw that into a transform. As you guys know, I have my translate here at -0.5 times ABS time dot seconds. I have this one at -15. You can kind of change that, but that's where I got it. Right, you want to throw that into an emboss movie file, into a transform, into an emboss, copy and paste these three, duplicate it, and then we'll go here. I'll show you here. So for this one, I have this one at -10. And you'll kind of see why that's important later. Just to give it a little bit more movement and kind of just to offset it, or less movement, right? You can kind of always offset that. You kind of choose which one you like better. As you see here, it's not too much movement, but very subtle. So boom, you want to throw that into a comp, but you want to throw this transform, all right? You want to throw this transform into a comp. I have this one at dodge, but if you kind of see here, get into here, and you kind of see the difference that it makes when you mess with that, right? We'll keep it at dodge. So, but yeah, don't forget to put your transform into the comp as well, and then as you know, you'll just kind of connect your two embosses into this. I think I have this in there twice. That's pretty weird. Well, you only need to put it in there once, but I got it in there twice. But I don't think that makes a difference. Throw that into a comp. Really have fun with your operations. Mix it around. Kind of see which one fits better. If you have different colors, you're going to want to go with a different operation, obviously. This is really where I spend most of my time, is kind of in some of these operations and levels, but we'll get there. I'll just keep it paused here. You want to take this comp, put it into a blur. I'll show you my settings there. My pre-shrink's at 2, my filter size 23. I don't have too much rotate kernel on it, just keep it at 0. Throw that second one into a comp. I have this one on maximum, but as I said, really just get in here and have fun. Go through every single one of these and kind of see which one fits your video the best. You don't have to do the exact same thing I did. Yeah. Throw this comp, connect it. Actually, no, I'm jumping ahead, excuse me. Into the comp, you want to put this into a cross. You kind of see my cross settings. Sorry guys, it's a little bit difficult because I'm kind of going through my workflow, seeing which one I did first, and some of these are a little disorganized here. See if I can clean this up a bit. Right, into your cross, you want to put another movie file in. I put my movie file in, I just put it directly into the cross. Boom, take your cross, put it into a switch, but you want to connect your comp. As you see here, my switch is off, but if you're VJing or you know, you'll kind of see later why I have this off. We'll just keep it off right now. I'm not VJing, so we'll just keep that off. Put your movie file into your cross, and then you'll throw that into a switch. I have all of these off just because I only did 3 videos to make this visual. But let's say I was VJing or just doing something else, right? Doing a live set, I would probably throw in more videos. You can throw in as many movie file ends as you want into your cross. As you kind of notice, some of these are different, right? I don't have my transform and my emboss. I just directly went into the cross there. I have a transform on this one as well, but I have these off. Take your cross, put it into a switch. I got my switch off, as I said before. You'll take your switch, put it into a transform. My settings are pretty miscellaneous. Just make sure your extend's on 0. Take your transform, put that into a level. So yeah, when you go into your level, really mix and match here, because you want to just make sure that the video looks good. I always like a darker background to where they don't look like they're interrupting each other, but they're kind of working together, right? So here are kind of my settings. You know, if I kind of wanted to go with a more color burn type of thing. So I think this is really important. Your level is going to be really, I think this is one of the most important nodes in this whole workflow, because you really can control all of your, your videos and see, okay, too bright, gamma, contrast, invert. Right? Take that level, connect it to a blur. I have it pretty subtle, just to give it that effect of like a light coming through, almost like a flashlight in behind a lens, right? So I kind of have that blur pretty simple on there, and then my composite here, we'll throw that into a composite. I have it on the gate, but as I said here, if you change it, you'll kind of get different vibes. Some of these look pretty crazy, but we'll just kind of keep it on the gate. Put that into a display, as you got an error there, but no idea. So this is a pretty simple tutorial. It's probably a little hard to get. You guys can give me your feedback to see if this was just too crazy, because I just didn't want to do it over again. Just because I just like my settings. I could have probably done it over again, but why not just do it this way? So we'll just kind of go through here. You guys can kind of see all of my nodes here. Right. It's a pretty simple workflow. It's not too much. I really don't like doing too much on Touchdesigner and making it a huge crazy thing where you have just so many nodes. I like to keep it simple. Like I said, I like to use Touchdesigner almost as like a video editing tool. I don't do everything on it. But if you do notice here, we'll pull this up here. I believe this is like a stock video that I bought, but I already kind of did the blob tracking. So what I'm doing a lot of the times is I'm taking a video, I'm putting it into Touchdesigner, and then I'm keeping it simple, right? This is a very simple cut, just a blob track on it. And then when I put it into here, it's almost like a double effect. So I'm mixing and matching different, files and then adding them in there. So just really have fun with it, right? I just want you to, we'll go through it here so you can kind of see everything. Feel free to pause it and, duplicate it. But I don't recommend just duplicating it verbatim. Mix things up a little bit, as you can kind of see. Yeah, so it's pretty simple. I don't think I used more than 20, to be honest. This might just be, like I said, I don't like to do too much. And yeah, there you have it. You're gonna need this switch if you're doing something more, live, but for the time being, we'll just keep it at 3 videos, right? Change this in boss. You kind of see my power, my strength on the emboss is not too much, but just give it a little feel. And there you have it, folks. My first tutorial in a long time. It might be a bad one, it might be a good one, but you guys can kind of see my workflow. I like to keep things very, very, very simple on Touchdesigner because I'm still learning. I'm still watching other tutorials and adding my own little twist to it. So thank you, folks. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for getting me to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm going to start pumping these out more. Give me feedback. Would it be better if I just went through it, or is this good enough? Let me know, guys. Thank you. Love you guys so much. Let's go.